come after you, right? And they'll knock you down and stomp on your face.
Mhm.
And then this one, it's not like, it's like something's holding them back, an invisible wall where they can't just.
Right, like and my AIs were helping out. The the computer characters you have helping you out, they do some damage. They're not like the ones where they're stupid and they'll run into walls and stuff. They actually know what they're doing. They never got in my way.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into Horde mode. I know Anna, Blacksmith, I think most of us have played it here, you know, just for fun. Me, Andrew, Aaron,
And a couple of my friends.
a couple of your friends, they had started and me and Aaron jumped in at Wave 18, but they did the 1 through 50 to get that achievement, the 10 gamer score achievement in bronze.
Which is so pathetic that it's this 10 gamer score. Like you have to beat it on Insane to get the full medal for it. Which beating that on Insane, I mean that's ridiculous. We were playing on normal. We were getting stuck at like wave 20.
Last few waves were ridiculous.
But that's a new thing too, is because on Gears of War 2, at every 10th level on Horde, you get the blood mounts. Now you get random bosses. You know, you can get
a Lambent Berserker.
You can get the Lambent Berserkers. You could get
Brumax.
Yeah, you can. The Corpsers, stuff like that. You know, so there's a lot of variations.
We could be dying on purpose. It's gonna be easier boss.
Yeah, and that's a new thing too. Is that you know how like you'll run through a game, I don't know, like 007 or something, and you'll encounter that same guy around the same corner every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be like that in Horde.
No, it's
the
always
computer
different.
will adapt to you, and it will change based on. You know, if if the boss gets too hard, after you play it through about 5-6 times, can't beat it, it'll change it up. And so that's really cool about the game.
A cool thing about Horde mode this time around is you have fortifications you can build. You can build like the barbed wire to keep them from coming up.
Yeah, the new fence stuff that you can even upgrade it. You earn money in this game. I don't know how it was in the other Horde. This is my first time.
No, it wasn't
playing
like that
Horde
at all.
mode.
No, it was just
and
you against
it was
them.
very fun because, like, man, I'd have to save my money for the if I died or if we died, I could come back this time, build like a barbed wire fence so that they get stuck in it and I could shoot them. You know?
Yeah, it takes them a minute to push through it. You'd have to pay for ammo and different guns and stuff.
It takes a lot of strategy too, which is kind of nice. It puts that strategy element into a third-person shooter game, which is not normal. You know what I mean? For most of them.
And it gets you to a point where you like yell at each other, like, "Go over there, go, go!"
we were screaming at each other.
We really were. That like brings a different element in the game because you're like, my gosh, I'm getting mad at this guy, but we got to work as a team, because if we don't work as a team, we're gonna die. You get really into it.
And speaking of Horde mode, how about Beast mode?
That's a brand new thing that they added with Gears of War 3, which is why this game is, in my opinion, one of the best.
Basically, it's just Horde mode, except you're the Locust.
You're the Locust,
but like you don't get to be whatever Locust you want. You start off depending on how well you're doing. You start off as just being able to be like a ticker.
Yeah.
You have to work your way up to the higher class of Locust.
Yeah, and you can be all different classes of Locusts. Like the more waves that you complete, the more money you get, and then you unlock different Locusts. Like you can be the grinders, the boonshot guys, the Cantuses.
I felt like it was too short though.
Yeah.
Beast mode is only like 20 waves.
It's 12.
It will.
It's 12.
Rock your world.
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to Horde is 50.
But it's like.
And the thing is that the more waves that you do, the cogs get more fortifications.
Mm-hmm.
They have the barbed wire. They have all different stationary
They
guns
start
and
off
stuff. Yeah.
with the highest level of each one automatically. They don't start off with the little one. They start off with laser gates from round 1.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, that's fair.
But it's really cool, and you can unlock different ones. We were berserkers in one too, that was sweet.
And that takes a lot of strategy in itself too, because each one will do good against different types of fortifications, taking it down, or some Locust will be able to take more damage as some other ones. So and you also have to It's like you have a time limit where you have to complete each round. You have like 30 seconds.
Yep.
With each kill, you get like 10 more seconds.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's all based off performance on how well you can progress in it.
So was playing a berserker like being Deadpool, but different?
I mean, you have a fog screen just like berserkers because you know their vision is very limited, so like you can't see a lot of things. And with each locust, you know, you deal with, you know, you
Was
deal
it
with
first
the elements
person
for them.
Was it first person for that?
For what?
For the-
Or does it just fog out your
It just like zooms up like when you're sprinting, so it like gets a closer angle and it just blurs your vision to where there can be a person standing right in front of you while you're the berserker and you won't see them. Like it's really fogged out.
Yeah, and you have to play with all the handicaps that the locusts have, like the centipede. If someone shoots your tail or is behind you, you're gonna die. You know, and so like
But if they
you have
don't,
to deal with all those different elements as being the different locusts and their handicaps.
So you have
So
to
did
like
you
So
see
learn-
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you begin hating the humans after playing it?
Scumbag.
So I know Blacksmith and Hannah played this horde mode a lot, right? If I'm
As much as you guys.
okay.
We only got to like level 20, and then it was like.
Would you say this was a good GFE, which means girlfriend experience?
No.
Do you think it was sexy that, like, you know, like
It
she
is
was,
at
getting
first,
into it, you know, because
But then it's like she's pissed off, like, I hate you, take it out on you.
I would still think that's sexy, honestly.
Yeah, she's like revving up her gun and she's like, yeah, you're going down.
I noticed with Hannah when she used the chainsaw. I noticed
That's
that.
all I use. That's
Yeah.
it. It's just the most fun to just chainsaw people down.
So you and Hannah are a
That's
lot
what you
alike,
use
I
to date,
guess.
man. You're gonna love that.
Just from what I watched with you.
Most satisfying when you use the chainsaw.
Yeah, it
yeah.
is.
I think that I
feel that
like
blood
the Bayonetta
splatter on
way
your
better than the
face.
chainsaw. The Retromancer.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
impale
just impaling and going straight up.
Yeah.
That was a different element.
You charge at them though, it's like you're
Just walk
actually
them.
sprinting towards someone with this bayonet, and you have to hit them just perfect.
Yeah, you're like,
you know?
ah! You're running at them while they're shooting at you, like
So
hoping
Blacksmith,
you
would you recommend this for other couples out there that play video games?
Oh, yeah,
Or is it
definitely.
too gory for, you know, some girls?
Well, if your girl's gonna complain about the video games, you know, being too gory, then she's not a real gamer, and you need to go get a real gamer.
Oh, nailed it.
We'll have to edit that out.
It also depends on your relationship with your girl, also, I think.
Hey, we don't discriminate at the Tucker.
Alright,
So
alright.
that's a disclaimer for you guys.
Hey, you can turn the gore off and the
You
cursing
could.
off too.
Yeah, there was a filter for that.
Yeah, there is, and the game's rated M for mature. You know,
Like, there's
but you
Yeah,
can
plus
turn
you
those
think-
things off if you need
The
to.
girl has to know what she's getting into.
So it's like
Yeah.
kittens splattering out instead of
Yeah,
girls
kittens
can
and
still
stuff.
It depends on the girl.
He's just
I have a
taking a
friend
nap.
whose
He's
girlfriend,
not
like,
dead.
they'll be playing a game like Deathmatch or something, but if he has more kills than her, she'll get pissed off.
Oh,
She's
really?
not happy that he's doing better than her. When they're working as a team, he'll have like 10 kills and she'll have 7, and she'll be like, I don't even want to play this anymore. You're doing better than me. And I think that's not cool.
You want to say something, Jeff? Since we haven't heard your voice. This
Well, I
podcast.
haven't played much of this game, but from what I played, it's really awesome. And I just, what kept getting me is this game is like eye candy 100%. Like you just see it on the TV and you're like, wow.
You know, honestly, I thought this was a PlayStation game. You know,
And even
just
goes farther.
graphic-wise, you
Yeah.
know. But I've noticed this with Xbox lately. They are putting out better graphic games than PlayStation.
I've
It's
noticed that.
very.
like Rage, which is going to be covered in our next video game podcast.
Rage is on PlayStation too.
Right, but
It's buggier.
it's they did a comparison on I think on G4 where they literally put the screens right next to each
Oh,
other,
that's the game trailer.
and it looked awful on PlayStation, and 360 it's like the best thing I've ever seen easily.
Yes, yeah, definitely with the graphics in Gears of War. To
Yeah.
be very, very fine-tuned and very awesome.
Go-
There was some other modes in this game. Am I correct, or did we cover them all?
Just a multiplayer, like your
Yeah,
classic
multiplayer.
deathmatch and stuff.
Did they
What
add
is that?
anything new?
They, not really, but like there's some cool Easter eggs in multiplayer, like on the map Gridlock, you'll have the Ash people, if there's like 3 rounds per match. If both teams don't destroy any Ash people for the first round, on the second round, Mad World will play, an instrumental version of Mad World will play while you're fighting, which I think is really cool.
That is cool.
And on the map called Checkout, if you work together, like you pretty much have to just play it with your friends.
Are you at a grocery store?
Yeah. You
Oh
can,
really? I was just getting around with
yeah, you're in the grocery store. And you basically have to get this one with your friends because no one's going to do it, where you pull a fire alarm and it starts a fire, ironically enough. And then you put out the fires and then you shoot a couple settings and you'll see a wretch dancing with a cane and top hat through a window.
Like he's
There's an Easter egg where you can see a dancing wretch, and you can only get that on the map and check it.
Okay.
And in multiplayer, it has to be in multiplayer.
Very nice. Let's go ahead and. I know Aaron purchased the Gears of War 3. Did you want to say something else?
Well, I just kind of want to cover the new things between, we have the Beast Mode, we have more co-op play. There's a ton of new executions, which is always fun. That gives you tons of gamer score, and plus it's really cool to see like some of the new executions, how they just bash people's heads in, and different stuff like that. And there's tons of different games that you can purchase. There's you can buy just the regular game, and it won't come with much, but then you can also get like the Xbox 360 Gears of War edition, which will come with custom controllers and a customized what is it,
320 gig
320 gig hard drive.
Yeah, it's a custom-made system too. It has Gears of War art graphics.
Yeah, I just bought the simple edition one, but I know, Andrew, that
I bought the Epic edition.
You bought the Epic edition, which came with.
It came with a statue of Marcus, which is pretty cool because I thought it was gonna be like a small little one. Like when I got Duke Nukem, it came with a bus, but it was like a bus with like 3 inches tall. And no, this one is like a 5-pound statue of Marcus.
Yeah.
The cool thing when you showed me was you said you could turn off the light and his uniform.
Yeah, where the lights are.
The lights.
They had to go on the dark paint on it.
That's cool.
And then it came with the limited edition shoes. It came with Adam Phoenix's award and all sorts
Which you can actually find in the game.
Right. First stage,
and
right?
there's DLC.
No, it's Act 2. It's right by the chopper crash.
It's at the beginning too, right when you wake up from your dream.
Yep.
It's right by your bedside.
Yep. You can.
And there's DLC on the back, right?
Yeah, the award. I didn't know this. The only reason I figured that out is because there's a slip of paper that says, "Oh, check the back of your award for your Adam Phoenix skin."
And it looks like a gear, right?
Yeah, it's a gear, and it's pretty heavy too.
It's heavy, yeah. I can knock somebody out.
It's a good 2 pounds of. I'm guessing it's pewter.
Let's name it that.
I thought you were gonna walk around with it on a chain.
Oh, just bling it up.
Yeah.
With a turtleneck on.
That would give you back problems.
Yeah, I know the other cool thing they did with the Gears of War 360 console itself is you get all these custom Gears of War sounds that you can't get anywhere else. First turning it on and turning it on.
Oh, does it actually have the sounds for the?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
it's interactive and